What's up, everybody? This is TJ with Fake It or Make It. In the previous videos, or the previous video, you've seen me suffering through this project of upgrading my dust collection, putting the Oneida Super Dust Deputy 4-inch, converting this single stage Grizzly to a double stage or a 2-stage Grizzly dust collection. So it was a lot more difficult than I thought. No matter how many videos I watched, no matter what I did, I thought I had it in my mind, I had it figured out, and then whenever I come out in the shop, all that went out the window just like anything else. So we got the hard part done. We have our turbine and our motor mounted on the wall securely. It's not going anywhere. It would support my weight, which is ridiculous, and so it's pretty strong. We have it up there, and this was a lot heavier than I thought it was. It was deceptively heavy, and so I'm glad I got it up there and over my head without falling back and it landed on my face. That would have been terrible. And then I took the mounting pipes that mount the original collar that has the bag on the dust collection bag on the bottom and the filter bag on top. And basically, I just turned these over and hung it from the ceiling from a bracket that I built. And it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to be hanging from it. All it needs to do is just hold this pleated filter, this Win Environmental pleated filter that I have up here. So it's fine. And I still have plenty of room that whenever I need to clean it out, I can take it down. And I don't have a whole lot of room with the tractor in here, so, and plus I got to have the microphone hooked up, which I hope is making the audio better. So you really can't see the whole system. But what we got to do today is we need to make a lid for the Oneida Super Dust Deputy to sit on my galvanized trash can. So I'm gonna we're gonna build a router jig to make a circle. We're gonna make a circle router jig, and I have some plywood scrap left over, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to route a recess all the way around, and then there's going to be a lip of about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch larger than the size of the trash can lid, the outer size, and then there's going to be a recess, a groove that sits on the rim of the trash can lid, and then we're going to take and affix the Super Dust Deputy to the top of the plywood lid. And then, we'll seal it all off with foam tape and silicone and all that good stuff. And then we're going to take a look and see how we can better improve the dust collection system, because I feel like I'm not getting the most out of my dust collection system. I have a hood, just a square manifold hood that sits over my table saw, and I have an enclosed box below it, and I just clean the box out. Because I don't want to hook the hose up to the bottom dust catch, sawdust trap under the saw, because then I have to trip over the hose. And then, so I would like to try and see if I could make the hood get closer or adjustable, or use flex hose to go over the saw blade, kind of like one of those little houses that SawStop has. And because really the sawdust that comes up and out from cutting birch plywood and stuff like that, that's stuff that kind of bothers my nose. And I know none of it's good for you, so I want to try and maximize this workhorse. And as big and strong as this thing is, I want to get as much as I can out of it and clean my air as best I can, because for years I haven't used anything, and I know that's not good. And as I get older, I learned that really got to be breathing clean air in order to live longer. So let's go over to the work table, see what we can do with this circle cutting jig for the router, and go from there. It don't have to be, you know, for this it doesn't have to be extremely perfect. And now we need to set our depth stop. Probably should have got that ready. I don't work with the router a whole lot, so I'm a little awkward with the router. I would like to start incorporating more router stuff, just because I think it's a pretty versatile tool. But this is one of the things that I would like to get better with, is, you know, plunge router and using my router table for different stuff. And now we're stopped right there at 1/4. So now we have the depth stop, the depth of cut set on our plunge router on our circle template. I watched maybe, I don't know, a couple of minutes of video. I'll put the link in the description of some of the videos that I watched. This is definitely nothing that's going to be, you know, spectacular. This is just something, a means to an end. And in the future, I would like to build a better template. Like I said, I'll post a video in the link that's really simple, kind of like this one, and then another one that is a little more complicated. So now, I guess what we need to do is measure where we want our hole at, our holes for different settings. Measure the trash can lid. So we'll take our Super Dust Deputy off, see if we can get somewhat, you know, a good baseline. Actual circle is like 20, and let's see, what is that? Can't see it on my glasses on. 1, 3, 5, 16ths. We got some measurements. Excuse me. Due to the fact that, you know, if you're gonna make, excuse me, we're just gonna, gosh damn. Let's try this again. So we got inches from the outside of our bit, marked 1 inch down our little template. I just, you know, it's really not going to apply for what I'm doing right here, but you know, I took half of the rough diameter of the trash can lid, and it's, you know, yoked and kind of bent around. I imagine if I got a new trash can lid, that it would be better. So this is an experiment. Like Dave, the drunken woodworker, says, you know, everything is an experiment. So we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna go for it. This scrap plywood, I know it's a big sheet, but regardless of what the outcome is, we're gonna make it work. You know, we're gonna make it work for us. If it doesn't work out the first time we do it, we can alter it. We've got plenty of wood here, scrap, so we can make it work. So I'm fixing to clamp this down, take it on its maiden voyage, and see how it does. So as you can see, we got it to go on. I had to take another pass with the 3/8 router bit. Basically, I just doubled the size of the groove. It's not super exact measuring. I just stepped it over. Basically a